The hunter in the sky. In Afghanistan, mountains and deserts stretched endlessly. Coalition troops often faced ambushes, roadside attacks, and fast-moving Taliban fighters. But when the Apache helicopter appeared in the skies, everything changed. Armed with missiles, rockets, and cannons, it became the ultimate hunter. To soldiers, it was protection. To the Taliban, it was a shadow they could never escape. Arrival in Afghanistan, the Apache wasn't new when the war began. It had already proven itself, but Afghanistan tested it like never before. From the valleys of Helmand to the streets of Kandahar, the helicopter became the go-to weapon for rapid response. Whenever troops were pinned down, the Apache was called in. Its arrival often meant the difference between survival and disaster. The Taliban fought with rifles, mortars, and improvised weapons. The Apache countered with overwhelming firepower. 16 Hellfire missiles could strike from miles away. 76 rockets delivered massive fire support, and its 30mm chain gun tracked targets with precision. In open terrain, the helicopter's weapons gave coalition forces a decisive edge. The Taliban rarely faced the Apache directly. That's because the helicopter flew low, hiding behind ridges and hills. Pilots called it nap-of-earth flying. The Taliban could hear the rotors, but by the time they looked up, the Apache was already in position. It was a predator designed to ambush the ambushers. Afghanistan's terrain was perfect for guerrilla tactics. The Taliban knew how to disappear into villages and mountains, but the Apache made hiding harder. Its night vision sensors picked up movement in the dark. Its infrared cameras tracked heat signatures from fighters and vehicles. Even in remote valleys, the helicopter could see what others could not. For troops on the ground, hearing the Apache overhead was reassurance. Convoys attacked on dusty roads often survived because Apaches arrived in minutes. Bases under fire held out until reinforcements came, thanks to helicopters circling above. The Apache was more than a weapon. It was a guardian. Each Apache carried 2 warriors, a pilot and a gunner. Together, they flew long missions across deserts and mountains. They had to react instantly, spotting Mujahideen's ambushes, guiding friendly forces, and striking targets with precision. Technology made the helicopter powerful, but it was human skill that turned it into a true hunter. The Taliban quickly learned to fear the Apache. The sound of its rotors meant danger. Fighters often scattered when they knew helicopters were near. But they also adapted, setting up ambushes at night, hiding weapons in villages, and trying to blend in with civilians. Still, the Apache's sensors made even these tactics risky. The Apache wasn't invincible. Flying low exposed it to machine guns and small missiles. Crews often took heavy fire during missions. In Afghanistan's harsh environment, dust, heat, and mountains pushed the helicopter to its limits. Keeping them flying required constant effort from ground crews working day and night. As the war continued, Apaches received upgrades. Better sensors improved night operations. The longbow radar allowed them to track dozens of Taliban targets even when hidden behind cover. These improvements turned the Apache from a strong helicopter to a near-perfect hunter, always ready for the next fight. In Afghanistan, the Apache became more than just a machine. It became a symbol of American dominance in the skies. For coalition forces, it was hope. For the Taliban, it was a reminder that no matter how fast they moved or where they hid, the hunter was never far away. The hunter endures vow. The war in Afghanistan has ended. But the Apache helicopter remains in service, still modern, still feared. Its role in the fight against the Taliban proved its value not just as a weapon, but as a shield for those on the ground. Decades after its first flight, it is still what it was always meant to be, the ultimate hunter in the sky. On June 18, 2003, an AH-64 Apache attack helicopter from the 1st Battalion, 24th Infantry Division made its first combat appearance over the skies of Afghanistan. This marked the beginning of a significant chapter in the history of this iconic aircraft and its role in modern warfare. Initially developed by Hughes Helicopters and later produced by Boeing, the Apache has been a staple of the U.S. Army since the early 1980s, but it was in Afghanistan where its capabilities were truly tested and showcased to the world. One of the most significant advantages of the Apache is its ability to fly at low altitudes. It's making it difficult for ground forces to detect and target. This proved invaluable in Afghanistan's rugged terrain, where enemy combatants often used the landscape to their advantage. The Apache's powerful engines and maneuverability allowed it to navigate narrow valleys and hilly regions with ease, giving it access to areas that other aircraft could not reach. Equipped with an array of advanced sensors and targeting systems, including the 30mm M197 chain gun, 2 ground missiles, and precision-guided munitions, the Apache became a formidable force against the Mujahedins and other insurgent groups. Its sensors provided real-time intelligence, allowing pilots to identify targets with accuracy even in low light or adverse weather conditions. Furthermore, the Apache's endurance was a key factor in its success. With the ability to stay airborne for extended periods, these helicopters provided continuous air support to ground troops, enabling them to carry out their missions without fear of being overwhelmed. But the Apache's impact went beyond its military capabilities. It became a symbol of power and a reassuring presence for the people of Afghanistan. As these helicopters flew over towns and villages, their distinctive sound was seen as a sign of protection and a message to the insurgents that they were not far from help. However, the Apache was not without its challenges. The aircraft and its crews faced numerous threats, including enemy fire and the harsh environmental conditions of Afghanistan. But through it all, the Apache proved its resilience and adaptability. Despite its size and firepower, the Apache has a relatively small crew of 2, a pilot and a gunner, allowing for efficient use of resources and rapid deployment. The close bond between these crew members is vital as they rely on each other's skills and expertise to accomplish their missions successfully. As the war in Afghanistan continues, the Apache will undoubtedly play a pivotal role in the ongoing efforts to bring peace and stability to the region. It's a combination of firepower, endurance, adaptability, and psychological impact on both friend and foe makes it an essential asset in the fight against terrorism and extremism. And so as the Apache continues to soar through the skies of Afghanistan, it serves as a testament to human ingenuity, courage, and the relentless pursuit of justice and peace in the face of adversity.